welcome to another episode of Coker Culture, and welcome back to the Psych Zone. It has been quite a while, at least I feel like it has, since I've done one of these Psych Zone videos. You guys know it's something I'm very passionate about and something that I enjoy quite a bit, doing the research on these topics and then bringing it to you and letting you know what I found out, building off the stuff I know, and hopefully everything that I talk about on here helps. And if you enjoy it, hopefully you'll go check out the Psych Zone playlist and go back and watch some of the things that we've covered on this channel up to this point. So the topic I want to cover in this video is something that came to my mind about a week and a half ago, maybe. And it's been on my mind pretty heavily. And so I wanted to dive into it and talk about it. And that's seasonal depression. It hit my mind like a ton of bricks when daylight savings time ended and we had to roll the clocks back. And with that, you have the change in the amount of daylight in the air. And I know that seasonal depression, or better known, or the formal name of seasonal affective disorder, affects a lot of people, and a lot of folks are battling this right now. And so I wanted to dive into it. So with this season of winter that we're in now, the days are shorter, and a shadow literally and figuratively falls on the lives of a lot of people. We're going to look into, in this video, the causes, the symptoms, and some treatments to help folks out in battling SAD, SAD, seasonal affective disorder. It's very, very, very closely tied to the fall and winter seasons, with the main culprit being the lack of sunlight. And what it does, initially at least, it throws off our circadian rhythm. Okay, our body's built-in biological clock, and it's weird to think that just 1 hour in the day can have that much of an effect on us, but it does, because what it does within our body is it's going to influence the production of neurotransmitters that are going to be released throughout our system, like serotonin and melatonin. So the reduced exposure to sunlight will affect our sleep and wake cycles, our mood, and our overall well-being. That's attacking our circadian rhythm. Okay, with serotonin, sunlight stimulates the production of serotonin, and it is a neurotransmitter that directly contributes to our feelings of happiness and overall well-being. So that decreased exposure to sunlight that we're all experiencing in these winter months may lead to overall lower serotonin levels. And then melatonin, something that most, if not all of you, are probably familiar with, sunlight exposure can help regulate that. And of course, it plays a huge role in our sleep patterns. So reduced sunlight will disrupt the melatonin production, and that can cause us to have sleeping issues on top of everything else. So ultimately, those are your big three causes of seasonal affective disorder. Circadian rhythm being disrupted by sunlight, serotonin levels, and melatonin levels. Recognizing the symptoms of seasonal depression is vital, so that you can hopefully try to intervene fairly early on and get support for yourself or your loved one that may be dealing with this. The symptoms typically mirror major depressive disorder, but have the seasonal pattern. So first, there's a persistent low mood. Okay, feelings of sadness, hopelessness, and having a general lack in activities that at one point were enjoyable to you. There could be changes, second thing, in your sleep and appetite. So disruptions within those sleep patterns, like we already mentioned. That could be oversleeping or insomnia, whether it be having difficulty going to sleep or staying asleep. Changes in your appetite, which tend to be on the end of you actually gaining weight. So eating more and putting on weight during these months. And of course, the holidays don't really help in that regard either. Low energy and fatigue, just an overall overwhelming feeling of fatigue and lack of energy, which can make even your daily routine tasks feel just daunting and overwhelming to you. Number 4, difficulty concentrating. All of this can impair your concentration and your ability to focus on tasks and be productive, and can also lead to an overwhelming feeling of indecisiveness and just not wanting to make a decision. And then the fifth symptom that you may witness or see is social withdrawal. So people just not wanting to participate in social activities or their relationships. I don't know what's going on with me tonight. And just contributing and adding to their own isolation in that sense, and being alone, which of course is only going to make things worse. So what can we do? How can we battle? How can we fight seasonal affective disorder? Because we can't change the sun. And unfortunately, if you're like me, you can't change the law. So these daylight saving times hours aren't going away anytime soon. That would help a lot if we got rid of daylight savings time. Thanks, Ben Franklin. First thing you can do, light therapy, okay, also known as phototherapy. Just exposing yourself to bright lights, and lights in particular that mimic sunlight. And that's proven to be a huge cornerstone in the treatment of SAD. It helps regulate your circadian rhythms and ultimately boost serotonin and lowering melatonin production. Number 2, and this is one that kills me, but hopefully a lot of y'all are much better than I am when it comes to this, and that is exercise. Regular physical activity actually has a huge impact on your overall mood and mental health. Okay, engaging in walking, jogging, even yoga can significantly alleviate symptoms of this disorder. Mindfulness and meditation, okay, any type of practices that focus or allow you to promote mindfulness, just deep breathing, meditation, being in your thoughts, anything that you could do to kind of help manage your stress. If you watch the stress video we did, we talked about a lot of these things about what you can do to combat stress. The same thing goes here as well. This kind of ties in with exercise a little bit, but nutrition. Okay, actually having a well-balanced diet, okay, rich in omega-3 fatty acids and vitamin D, connection to sunlight again, can support your mental health in this regard. Typically though, if you're gonna be regimented about this, you may want to consult a doctor or a medical professional to try to line up your own personal dietary guidance. Somebody that knows you well, knows your body well, and can help you come up with a specific dietary need for yourself. There's therapy and counseling, of course. As with any major psychological disorder, that's an option. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, can treat seasonal affective disorder. SAD. My brain's not wanting to work. Words are hard, guys. It can address your negative thought patterns and can ultimately address helping you cope healthier or finding healthier coping mechanisms. And in the last thing here, in the most severe cases of this, medication. Antidepressant medications may need to be prescribed to help you deal with this. It's critical, of course, to consult with a healthcare professional, your PCP, to determine if this is right for you. You don't just want to start taking it yourself. So just, again, this was a topic that I wanted to cover because I know it's affecting a lot of people out there right now. A lot of folks battling this, or, maybe you're battling just regular depression, major depressive disorder, and the seasonal has nothing to do with it. Everything that I just mentioned applies to that as well. As I wrap this up, I know this is a heavy topic. I know it's not a pick up positive thing, but again, it's something that needs to be covered, needs to be talked about, and that's something I try to do on this channel, is to bring a light to things that folks may not be comfortable talking about. And just know that I'm here for you. We're here for you. And I hope that in talking about this, we can all carry forward a message of understanding, of empathy for those going with this, and to be supportive and help those folks out. By breaking the silence surrounding this condition and fostering an overall culture, I said the word, that embraces mental health, we can create a brighter and more compassionate world for everyone. And that is what, one of the main reasons we started this channel. And sticking on topic here, hopefully that would do this regardless of the season. So together, let's navigate the darkness. Let's emerge stronger, more resilient, and better equipped to support each other. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like down below, as it goes a long way to help our little channel. If you have any comments about this topic, or if there's a specific topic you'd like to see me cover here on the Psych Zone on the channel, leave that below in the comments. I absolutely will dive into stuff that y'all are interested in. I've got no problem with that. Like I said at the outset, I thoroughly enjoy doing this and bringing this to you guys, as much so as the boys, putting content on our gaming channel. If you're new, if you just found us, welcome. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope you found it informative. And I hope that you'll subscribe and turn on your notifications so you never miss a Coker Culture episode. And if you've been out a while and this is the first video you've watched, don't forget, we just got merch within this past week. Folks have been clamoring for it. People have been asking. It's out there now. I'll leave the link in the description down below if you're interested and want to see what we've got available. It's not much right now, but just wanted to get something started for you guys in our community, for those of y'all that have asked for it. Until next time, guys, love you all. Take care of yourself. And remember, what's your why?